Snow Bunny Shannon Sharp, you're the biggest and strongest of everybody on the list, so I'm going to have to sentence you for 10,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man and saying that no black woman can make you happy. 10,000 lashes for Snow Bunny Shannon Sharp.
I got to get on Shannon Sharp's ass now. Now, for one, he too mean to the bitches. I already knew he boy too mean to the bitches. I keep telling y'all, I'm the favorite uncle. I'm the uncle that they ain't got no dirt on me. They trying to throw dirt on me. They've been trying to do everything. Now, he been a nigga kind of been hating on me a little bit. Now look at him. Hey, listen, boy, every nigga know. Maybe he don't know. Maybe this unk is a little lame. I'm the unk with the game. Nigga, that's why I stay at the strip club fucking with real hoes. When you dealing with hoes and prostitutes, you ain't got these problems. You dealing with these little bitches just trying to hit a lick. You dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white bitch. I'm talking about a dirty, funky hunky. You ought to know better, Shannon. Much shit is you talking like you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself.
Me, I don't ride the elevator with single women.
Yes,
so
you
now
cannot do
if
that.
a single woman is on the elevator, I gotta wait.
Wait, why don't you? Because they just get too.
No, I don't.
Why do they get
run the risk? Sometimes
the risk of what?
Sometimes the mention of impropriety is enough to sway people's opinion of somebody.
Really?
So I don't do that.
So if a single woman's going to go into an elevator,
I'm not getting on it.
And what do they think?
I don't let women servers come into my room to bring food.
Really?
If they come to clean the room, I leave the room. I sit in the hallway till they're done. Then I go back into the room.
Now, the girl ever done?
No, I mean, a lot of times when people see me, like, okay, you can get on. I was like, no, I'll wait till the other. They said, no, it's fine. And I just keep it moving like that.
And how you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bopper, little old young white get you 50 mil? You offered a pink toe Peckerwood 10 million. Boy, I ain't a white girl about 15, 20 years. What I do for a white girl, she gonna be a hoe. About a bona fide hoe. A stomp down hoe. Matter of fact, she might be a porn prostitute, but she ain't gonna be no square bitch. Square bitch ain't right. Nigga, come on over here. See, this is why I be in the strip club having fun with them hoes. Cause Jesus kept a hoe named Mary Magdalene. Hoe got to walk with Jesus and his 12 disciples. A bitch didn't get to hang out with the Savior. Only a hoe did. So I know how important a hoe is. You niggas better learn and start appreciate hoe and leave them pretty bitches alone. I'm telling you, he in the gym working out, looking like a big old black slave with them sweatpants on. Little white girl say you got a baby in your drawer. Girl say your dick is the size of a baby. She called it, come put that big baby, black baby cock. She called it a baby black baby cock. Whatever she would call it. She called it a baby. Boy got an infant in his drawer. Do you know what you could do, Unc, in the ghetto with an infant-sized dick with money and you got fame? You know how much fun you could have in Magic City, Taboo, a booby trap, playhouse, pinups, Onyx, Blue Flames, Strokers, DGs, Dallas Club. I can go on and on and on. Do you know how much fun you can have in them motherfucking gray sweatpants, getting a lap dance, no drawers on, rather than being at the gym working out with no drawers on? Nigga, please, you have way more fun, nigga, sitting over there in the corner having drinks.
She's so young that she could pop out.
Yeah, I'm like 20. She 23. Darnell. 20. Why you didn't date her mom? Why you go for the Darnell?
I didn't date her mom because why didn't I date her mom?
Yeah, good question.
No, wait.
I'm asking the question.
No, because
that ain't the Darnell Rollins show.
Love is love.
If you don't,
love is love.
I agree with you.
What?
You like them young, though.
Say Drake, I heard you. Nope. Don't do that. I don't like them young. I like what I love. I didn't groom nobody, son. It is what it is.
But
I can't date nobody my age and get what I wanted. What I look like getting a 48-year-old bitch pregnant.
it's possible.
It could have happened, but I ain't want them odds.
Hold on, she was on Bad Girls Club?
Yes.
You like Bad Girls?
I made her a good girl. Nigga, say that. Ask me another question.
You like toxic.
I was going through a transition in my life, and if somebody made me feel good about myself, that I knew in the future I was gonna have a beautiful son, that you was gonna try to ruin the relationship I had with him by talking about, did he see you between Diddy legs? I saw the future of this show before we even goddamn did it. All right? And I didn't break no laws. I didn't do. Yes, she's a lot younger than me. But that's what it was. I gave my opportunity. I gave myself an opportunity. Why you hating on me?
Where y'all meet at? Forever 21?
Yo, y'all ain't gotta laugh that hard, son. You know
I'm
what?
just trying to figure out that. I mean, where you meet a 23-year-old at? Because I mean, hey, 23, I think I'm a couple of years older than you. I go 33. So I just need to know. 23, 33, they probably in the same area. Maybe we can hang out.
You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my
Let
life.
me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Damn.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah,
because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's gonna say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
and she
red
don't
velvet.
have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you.
I always talk about date your age. Well, I want to date my wage. I'm finna shut all this ish down tonight. I want to date my wage.
Stay right there. Stay right.
Where y'all at? Hey, chat, where they at?
Hold on. Cause you know I keep it on me now.
Yeah.
I keep it on me. You want to date your what?
I want to date my wage. Not my age. I want to date my wage. So where are they? Cause y'all always talking about date your age. I want to date my wage. So come on with it.
Well, you talking?
As a matter of fact, I'm taking applicants as we speak.
I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the drug story from when I'm in the park.
Yeah.
So these are just the things. I had all of those when I came in. I already was ready for that.
Do you think this has something to do with her being white?
Yes.
I knew it. Why?
Because
so a black girl wouldn't do this?
I'm not saying a black girl wouldn't do it, but less likely to. I think, first of all, the whole big black baby and me, all that is like, okay, if you're into that, if you like the race baiting, all that, cool. Some people like that.
So from what I got from what you said, stay away from them white bitches. That's what you said in a real politically correct way. She 20. How old? 92?
50, so I'm gonna get his
like,
exact age.
you gotta know what's going on. Not saying she don't fuck with you. Listen, so when you have this newfound success, you gotta know how to move, especially with the bitches. You gotta know how to move, my nigga, because I'm not saying niggas don't fuck with you, but they want something. They want a couple dollars. They want $25,000 in cheek. Fuck is that? Yo, $25,000 in cheek, and you still speak to the bitch? Like you said, to me, it sounds like they had a lot of, what's the word? I don't want to use BDSM. They had a lot of like little rough relationship. When I say that, choke her and she like it, or grab her up and she like it. Because there's some shit I read it too, that he had anal sex and she got mad because he ain't put the condom on or some shit like that. Obviously, Shorty likes some of it, my personal opinion. And like Stat said, I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody going through something serious. But the first thing I took from this when I heard it was, look, he was living in California and moved to Nevada. She moved from California to Nevada too. So if somebody's being abusive to you in one state, why would you move to the next state with the same nigga who's abusing you? I don't know. Me personally, I found the red flag with that personally. And then the next thing is this sex tape that's supposedly coming out. Shannon said, put the whole 30 minutes out, or 10 minutes, whatever it is. I guess there's some part in there for 30 seconds because brought that up. Shannon brought that up. He said, I believe he's going to release 30 seconds of it. Whatever that 30 seconds is must be nasty and violent and fucked up. If you don't want to put the whole 10 minutes and you reducing it to that 30, it must have been WWE in that joint. Elbow off the top of the bed, off the throw against the dresser.
There's only going to be one subject discussed today. Some news that broke yesterday involving Shannon Sharpe. It's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I can provide no eyewitness account. And even though I got love and respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him, I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt from a knowledgeable place because I have nothing to do with this. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know this person. This is not a criminal case, so there is no concern about him going to jail. This is a civil case. Which means that he could either be found liable or not liable. Earlier today, by Attorney Busby, you hear the accuser, the female, talking to somebody who is alleged to be Shannon Sharpe. We don't know whether that's true or not. Let me be very, very clear about where I'm coming from. I'm a bit torn in terms of his response. So on one hand, going on the offensive to defend himself, I completely understand where Shannon Sharpe is coming from. On the other hand, when his legal team issued out press release on X yesterday, and they mentioned her name, and they revealed some of those explicit text messages, that was uncomfortable. And I don't know if that's a strategy that would work. One of the hardest things in the world for all of us to do is to just lay low and be quiet and let our legal team do it. And we don't always know whether or not that's the right thing to do. I know, and I can tell you all, that I spoke to Shannon, not in details, but I spoke to him, and he emphatically proclaims his innocence. According to Mr. Busby, his client emphatically proclaims his guilt. So where does that leave us?
Stephen A. Smith, starting the early process of kissing the butt of Jimmy Pitaro, is like, Stephen A. Smith is a little bit scared that this is a bad look for him, and Stephen A. Smith has already admitted he's went to Diddy parties, and Stephen A. Smith is probably cutting checks. He probably ain't got Shannon Sharpe's problem, but who knows? These guys, birds of a feather flock together. Anybody that would hire and vouch for, hey, let's bring Shannon Sharpe over here. Let me bury my head in the sand and pretend like I'd never heard any of these stories about the problems Shannon Sharpe has had with women. Let's play SOT number 2.
I also spoke to co-chairman of Disney, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro, who made it very, very clear we are taking this matter very seriously, and we are looking into this very, very closely. And once we gather as many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there. And that is all he said. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, and that's why you're backpedaling. ESPN's going to gather as many facts as they can. News outlets are going to start reporting as many facts as they can. And a doo-doo storm is about to erupt and sweep Shannon Sharpe out. Shannon Sharpe appears on First Take on Mondays and Tuesdays. That's what they let him come on Tuesday and basically, in my view, do his final show. Because now he can disappear for the rest of this week without drawing attention. He's only on Mondays and Tuesdays. So he can disappear and try to spend the next 3 days perhaps trying to talk ESPN from firing him. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that. When these little leaks and other stories that I believe, that I was told by journalists, are on the way, I think Stephen A. Smith knows what's about to happen. And now he's in full rear end kiss mode. All the bravados go, the chairman, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro. And I can tell you these things because Jimmy Pitaro gave me permission to. I think Stephen A. Is actually happy. And I tried to tell you, like, hey, be careful with Shannon Sharpe, man. No discipline. No sexual control. No emotional control. When you're 56 and you ripped up like the Incredible Hulk, there's conversations going on about you in the gym. What's he doing? What's he taking to look like that? Why does he want to look like that? It puts you on the cover of a magazine, but not the most healthy thing. There's a middle ground in there. But and then people start, hey, what's he taking? And maybe that's why. And I want y'all to dig up this clip and place the clip of Shannon Sharpe at that Lakers game, nearly getting in a fight. He's there with his stylist. Control. Didn't we just see him on the sidelines of Lakers losing himself, about to get in a fight with these young NBA players? These are obvious red flags. Obvious. And Stephen A. and ESPN ran by those obvious red flags. These people, Jimmy Pitaro, Stephen A., these people are all the same age as me. They should have as much discernment as me. But Disney, under Bob Iger, they seem to want, particularly black men, that have no emotional control, easily triggered, snap at the drop of a hat, allegations against them. Those Negroes are easier to control, to put the puppet strings on, make them play the buffoon and the clown, feminize them, put makeup on them that looks feminine, put them in dresses, put them in the tightest clothes on the planet.